Arsenal Fan TV, DT, very disappointing tonight. I mean, 3-0. 3-0. I mean, and to be fair, I could not make a case for Arsenal at all in that game, even getting back into it. We never deserved to even score a goal. No. We never came close, really, to scoring.
No, it was worse performance than Zagreb, wasn't it? And we were there for that. And we knew we were going to make changes. That's not the problem. I ain't got a problem with making changes because we need to. The problem is that the old problems are coming back to bite us in the arse. Lack of strength in depth with our squad, lack of quality with the players there.
I mean, there was a guy saying to me, he goes, Robbie, he goes, all of our squad players, they're either injured or they're out on loan.
Yeah, well, it makes you think that why are so many players out on loan? You think of who could have come in today that have gone on loan. You look at Akpom, Nabry, Zelalem, players like that. They would have done better than them out there. You know, I can't generally think of anyone that made me just go, yeah, okay, yeah, you know.
Bielek never looked too bad when he came on.
He looked decent when he came on, but, you know, there was a couple of the young lads in there that looked out of their depth. They looked really out of their depth, and that's a worry. And and you know, Claude said it about the injuries. That's my biggest concern now. Theo looks like he's done his calf. Ox has done his hamstring. So what do we do now with Swansea? And then we got Munich. Then we got Tottenham. You know, Joel Campbell, I don't know how he's getting a shirt. I swear to God, he won his place in a competition. How is he a footballer? He plays so well internationally, but then when he comes to us, I don't know whether it's confidence, whether he knows that he's only going to get bit parts, he's not going to be anything to do with the team. It's poor Robbie, man. We shouldn't be losing games like that. At the end of the day, they're going to be up for it, but we got international footballers playing. You know, we got the captain of us out there today is a World Cup winner and got over 100 German caps. You know, you've got a French right back, you've got 2 England internationals in the defence as well. So they should be there guiding the youngsters that are playing. I didn't see none of that. And then the thing is, I know Giroud didn't have no service today, but the thing I don't like is at the end of the game, things like they just walk off the pitch, no gratitude to the fans. You know, 3-0 down, we were singing. Come and give us a little bit of gratitude. Have a bit of respect. You know, you've collected your wages and you've fucked off home. It's like, if they concentrated more on putting a performance in instead of pumping their chest, making out they're great, then we might get somewhere. But at the end of the day, it's not the competition and the fact we're out that bothers me, Robbie. It's the injuries and the way some of them performed, because you think Bellerin gets injured, you've got to bring Debuchy in. Are you confident in Debuchy right now, what you saw?
Is it though that a lot of these players, they're not getting enough game time? I mean, and they don't deserve the game time at the moment on that.
But at the end of the day, they made a lot of changes today, didn't they? From what I gather as well. From what I gather, they made a few changes as well. And those players that came in, they looked fired up, like as if to say to their manager, this is what I can do. There wasn't a single player out there today that turned around to Wenger and basically went, don't forget about me, mate. Nobody. You know, and we are so wafer thin on the squad right now. I'm telling you, if Alexis gets injured, Ozil gets injured, we've said it for weeks now, Robbie, we're a couple of injuries away from a crisis. And this always happens to us. And I know that I'm one of the Wenger outs, and I don't want to bring it back to him, because today was not down to Wenger, because we accept the changes. Today, the players have to take responsibility for the performance. But the reason why we're so thin on the squad is because of Wenger, because he's either loaned out too many players and he hasn't gone and strengthened. So what do? We move on to Swansea. At least the big boys will be back.
Cool.
One player on their team, you know what I mean? Like I said, 2 weeks ago, beating a team like Bayern Munich, best team in the bloody world. And we come here, all right, they're on a good streak, but we should be slapping this team. We should be the one tuning up in the first half.